Hello and welcome to the winter split of APAC regionals. We are here for their run through this first regional. I am joined here by Funky Monk for a great day of games, and my goodness, have we got a stacked slate for you all today.
Yeah, I'm loving the lineups that we have today. We've got Ganders, who've been in this region for a while, full Japanese squad. We have Among Zed, who are a relatively new team. And of course, finally, we have the Gaming Gladiators, who I believe are tied second in APAC, which should be quite difficult.
That will be a very close deciding game, and that'll be the one that ends our group stage today. And for those of you who don't know, our regional today will be a group stage, just like the World Cup. 4 teams in each group, 3 games each. If you move on in the top 3, you make it to the bracket. If you get first overall, which is what we're going to be going for today, especially if we can get that win over the Gaming Gladiators, you advance directly to Sunday. You don't need to play again. If you get second or third, There's one more game before you qualify for the top 8. And, well, for the unfortunate teams that get 4th place in their groups, their regional is done. But we're going to look to avoid that today. Got some good competition throughout the day today.
Yeah, I'm honestly really looking forward to it. I don't often get to cast Rocket League, and, you know, this is a great opportunity, I think, to do so. I love the teams that we've got lined up. I love the region, honestly. Like, you know, APAC's one of those regions that just doesn't really get a lot of love. And I really think that's just undeserved, frankly, because APAC has, you know, strong competition, frankly.
Strong competition, and like you mentioned as well, one of the teams in our group, Gaming Gladiators, is 2nd in the entire region, but we'll get to them later. The game is on here for game number 1 of our series, up against Ganders.
Yep, up against Ganders here, and Ganders already gotten an early demo onto Squiggly, which shouldn't impede the progress of AHA too much, but Akin taking it up into the air, Bunny Dummy there on the end of it to knock it all the way back into Ganders' half. It's looking like a good start for them.
They have come out good here. A good shot from Retra. Another attempt here as Nico is able to pop one in the back of the net. A little bit of miscommunication here on the back line. Bunny Dummy can't get the clean clear into the corner, and Nico puts on the shot, and Hirio just not back in net fast enough, and not the start you wanted here for AHA, especially going up against this Gander squad. Like you mentioned, maybe a little bit weaker, even though they've been a staple in the region for a long time in the fall split.
Oh, that's a lovely demo.
That is great. It just unfortunately can't get them a goal in that case, but yeah, this team has struggled. 0-6 in the 2 regionals that they made in series so far, and I mean, they're already looking to change that.
Yeah, they're coming out of the gate very confident, very aggressive. What a shot! Oh my, Hirio! Lovely strike there.
Ugh, what a read.
Oh,
that is
beautiful.
Just... The speed on that is incredible, and what a read. So quick to get up to it, too, and beats the defender incredibly cleanly. Nobody back for Ganders, and that's going to even things up.
Yeah, that tends to be the problem when you play so aggressively. If you don't have somebody there to cover that kind of offense, then you're just not going to have a good time. Squiggly there trying to compound this advantage. Another demo there by Bunny Dummy. Again, shouldn't really impede Ganders too much. They're already taking the ball into the AHA half. Bunny Dummy there with the save, but Ganders are still there, playing very aggressively, trying to win back and unequalize this situation.
They've gotten some good possession, although they haven't had a lot of time in the offensive zone so far. That's something I'd like to see them hold on to here. They do have a pretty strong setup, but a great 50 coming out from, I believe that was... I've lost the name. But a great 50 coming out from the defense. They get the clear, and back and forth we go here so far. Been very all over the place here.
Yeah, very all over the place, but Ganders are keeping up this aggression. Not to the detriment of AHA. We've done a very good job of defending this equalized position so far. Hirio there with the save as well. Nico tries to knock it forward, but it is there for Bunny Dummy. I think that was a team pinch, perhaps, to try and get the ball into their half, no matter, as Retra, unfortunately not on the end of that. Hirio able to tap it away.
Oh, that shot just wide. That was incredibly dangerous, but the placement just not quite there for Ganders on that opportunity, as they still hold incredibly strong here for their offensive possession game. Whoa, the Retro with the fake got one to go, but out of boost, unfortunately, in that scenario. If had even just a little bit, might have gotten the muscle on that play. The pinch! Hirio pinches it off his corner, and Squiggly's going to clear it out, but the offensive possession is just not there from AHA right now.
Yeah, no, it's really unfortunate, but Ganders, you know, are playing this incredibly aggressive, and really when you've got 3 people all in your half and you try to get the ball out of it, there's not much you can do. I mean, that pinch goes all the way into the back corner. We'll see what AHA can do with it. But again, Ganders are just there to knock it away, and they keep doing it.
taking a little bit to warm up here, but we'll see what they can do when their hands get hot. Hopefully they can get some more of that offensive possessions. This ball feels like it's been in the blue half 80% of this game, if not more. But somehow it's still tied, and that's something that you got to commend this team on, is the fact that they're holding so strong on their defense, not letting Ganders' pressure get to them. And Bunny Dummy finds the back of the net, and the lead goes the way of AHA.
That's a fantastic touch. I didn't even know you could score like that. Look at that! Just the slightest of touches to get it in the net. What a lovely strike. Lovely.
Little doomsy dish there. Beautiful play. Squiggly going for the bump as well. Hirio has a ton of space and boost. Can't quite make anything out of that. Akin up early on that one, getting the shot off too. The save is there, but the block from Retra. Oh boy, that 50 was very clean and very well predicted.
Every time somebody scores in this game, somebody's just there in seconds to clap back and keep this game equalized. It's a lot closer than we were anticipating, I think, and really in this last minute will decide it all.
I think the main thing that we weren't expecting was Ganders to hold the possession as well as they have. If it's any closer to 50-50 than it has been, I think this easily goes the way of a very close shot. Nico can't quite squeeze it through the defense, but if the possession was any closer to 50-50, I think we would see run away with this game a little more, but they haven't been able to be consistently in the orange half, and they pay for it here. Nico finds the back of the net for the second time this game.
Look at that aerial control, that lovely little tap in, the tomato topper. It's all going Gander's way for this first game.
We'll see if this team can do much here. A lot of their pressure has come on those transitions. Bunny Dummy looking to get a transition play going off of the kickoff. We know they're so dangerous, but their offense hasn't been able to produce anything because, well, they quite frankly have not had any of it in this game. And that's something that they are going to need to drastically change going into game number 2. And they're going to be down in this series unless we get some heroics here in the last couple seconds.
Hirio looking like our hero, keeping the ball in the air. Squiggly there on the floor to take it. But the bump is there from Retra, and the save is there from Retra. Knocks it away, and Ganders take game 1.
Oh, wow. That was a incredibly close chance at the end there. A great save by Retra. Good reaction, but you got to think that they had something there at the end, and a great pass as well down, finding Squiggly, but just not enough juice on the flick in order to get it over the defense. But I think, yeah, Ganders came out and just looked like the better team in that game, which was not something we expected at all, I think, going into this game. And need to recollect here, kind of get some more comms going, make sure that they're actually getting good clears and not just into their corners right to another waiting Ganders member, and find some open space in the midfield in order to actually get this ball out of their own end and create some legitimate offensive scoring opportunities. Because all we've really seen them do so far, Funky, is transition plays.
Yeah, and I think, what we want to see from AHA is definitely more aggressive plays. We want more aggression out of them. We want them to be, putting Ganders on the back foot, frankly. But Ganders have really just been taking the impetus and the tempo to keep AHA in their defensive position, which they might not be as comfortable with.
We'll see if they can find a way to break down this super strong offense. Although, I will say in that last game as well, 3 goals on 10 or 11 shots. Not too shabby in terms of shooting percentage. That's 30 or below, which at this level is very good, actually. So the defense actually not looking too bad. They're just giving up too many chances to Ganders so far.
Yeah, well, their defense is, definitely quite solid, Hirio, with the boost to work with, but unfortunately not the possession of the ball that they quite want. Bunny Dummy now tries to take it up the wall. Unfortunately, there are Ganders members there to deny it. Squiggly now taking it up the side, knocks it in the air. The demo comes out onto Retra, and it's a goal for Squiggly.
There was an incredible amount of aggression in front of Squiggly here. I'm not actually sure how he was. but an incredible beat on Akin there. And he's going to find the bottom corner after that demo, creating so much space at the back line. And they actually get a very good offensive opportunity there, which is something that we haven't seen a whole lot. But the one thing that has been consistent, though, Funky, has been those demos. The offensive aggression coming out has been really good, and we've seen them create a lot of space on offense, just haven't been able to capitalize on it fully yet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, AHA have definitely taken the impetus here. They're only just now, Ganders are getting it back into their half. Squiggly knocking it away there. Bunny Dummy with the control. Retro takes the 50-50, but it only knocks it into the air for Hirio to take the aerials. Bunny Dummy not quite finding the touch that they wanted, and now Ganders can feel free to take it up their half, and now Squiggly is there with the 50-50. Both teams now in the air, but unfortunately it will be Ganders winning that one.
Good clear. Squiggly with a little bit of control, but again, just booms it out to midfield and doesn't really have the support. That's one of those classic plays that I would like to see them change. Akin going for a wide angle double tap almost works too. Squiggly. Oh, he's got some space. This could be very good. That's a good 50. Gets it on target as well, but again, just a transition play. And now, look, we're already back in the blue end just as quickly as we got out of it. And that's got to change here for this team if they're going to come out on top.
Lovely bit of passing work off the wall, I will say, for AHA. Retro only looking in the air, didn't quite see Hirio there, taking that aerial 50-50. Now Nico in the air, what will they do? They'll knock it down to Squiggly, and unfortunately Hirio is there to knock it away from Akim. And now, of course, Bunny Dummy's there with the flying aerial, flies in, knocks it against the wall, tries to set something up, but again, Ganders' defense is just there. But AHA still 1-0 up.
And a good clear into the corner. Hopefully they can hold this in. Bunny Dummy with a good challenge. And the offense here getting to work for AHA. This a very good sign for them. Bunny Dummy with control is going to look for a center ball here, but Nico with a good clear, but that'll only get as far as Hirio in midfield. Bunny Dummy looking for Squiggly on the wall. Is going to get that center ball across. Hirio didn't quite read that pass. Going to be a little bit late on that ball, but is still going to be able to get the offensive possession started here. The Retro is going to have some control at the wall. Oh, don't give him space.
They've given him space.
Space.
But, ooh, Squiggly just about there to tuck it away. Fortunately, now Hirio goes up to the aerial just to make sure that it can't get into the half, but Retro is there to respond, knocks it down to the opposite member of Squiggly, but Nico is there. They love taking it up the wall here, love taking it into the air, and that's working out well for them as Nico, with the touch, equalizes with a minute and a half to go.
That's a good play. Akin off the ceiling makes it incredibly awkward for the goaltender, and I think both of the players back on defense there didn't realize that he was up, and when you get a play like that where it just goes directly off the ceiling and straight down, it's super hard to react to that, even if you're right under the ball like the goaltender was in that scenario. And unfortunately, it's going to lead to a goal. But this is a great passing play across. Squiggly goes over the bar. Oh, that's going to be their best offensive opportunity yet. Hirio with the demo, or gets demoed, pardon, in the back line too. Could be very bad here, although he will respawn with a little bit of boost, which could be good.
Yeah, just had to get that aerial in to try and knock it away. I love this aggression from Squiggly. Takes it all the way into Gander's corner. But unfortunately, Retro is there to knock it away. Hirio on the defense, able to prevent it from going any further. But Ganders are not letting up. Nico in the air now, gets bumped away by Squiggly there, actually. Retro the only person there who can do anything, and I'm not sure they had the boost to work with, but Akin is there. Squiggly with a lovely save. And AHA not able to promote a counter offense. They're still on the defense here. Ganders will not let up. 30 seconds remaining, and the ball is in AHA's half.
Cleared back out, but right to Retro at midfield. That's something that we've seen consistently, is especially with Retro as well. Great midfield positioning, being able to counter these clear plays as they send the ball back out to midfield, not necessarily to a teammate for AHA. Retro's just sitting there waiting and has made a couple of very nice plays. That's a double commit, though. This could be very good. A little 3-on-1 if they can get to it quickly, but Nico is there. It's going to be cleared out. and I'll hit the ground. We are in overtime here in game 2.
Golden goal territory now. Whoever wins this wins the round. We see Bunny Dummy takes it up the wall, tries to get something early, catch him off guard, but Nico is there with the save. Hirio again tries to take it up the wall, again tries to go for the aerial. Bunny Dummy just bumped away at the last second. And then Squiggly, again, they just love taking it up the wall here. The bumps come through, but it's not enough to deter Nico from able to get that knock away. The aggression here from AHA is what they've been needing all game, frankly. And they're putting Ganders on the back foot in this overtime.
Well, this is a great opportunity from Bunny W. The low 50 as well. Keeping the possession alive. Hirio can't get the shot on. It's over again. Squiggly with the center ball isn't going to have anybody there. Akin with odd maneuver in the corner. Not going to lead him to touching that ball. Hirio with some space goes off the ceiling with an extra tap down. Squiggly going to have a little bit of possession, pinching it in. I love this defense so far. For the full minute here in overtime, we have not left this orange half.
Yeah, this offense is there, but as you say that, the ball dips into AHA's half, and now it's Gander's time to press the offense. Bunny Dummy there, though, tries to clear it out, but somebody is on the end of it there. Akin! Oh, it's so close! It didn't go in, though! Unfortunate geometry there for Akin and the rest of Ganders. Oh, that's just so unfortunate, but they're keeping it in AHA's half. But now Bunny Dummy in the air gets knocked down by Nico. Again, they're just not finding these chances. It's so close yet so far.
Oh, that's such a crucial demo, actually, on the part of Squiggly. Even though he's out of boost now, getting that demo meant that it allowed the defense to recoup. All players from AHA in that scenario were in the final third, and they were able to recover, get back into position, and keep this attack going, all because of that one demo about 30 seconds ago now. And they might get a goal off the back of it. Bunny Dummy with the shot is going to be saved away as soon as it started, but another great opportunity, not letting Ganders breathe. That shot's on, off the post, and out. What a save from Bunny Dummy. You have to be kidding me.
I mean, that's just, you hate to see it as a Ganders fan. You just hate to see it. Nico still trying to keep this alive for Ganders. There's nobody in front of goal, but again, it just bounces away. Bunny Dummy now tries to take it up the offense. Akin's there with the demo as well as the bump to keep it in the possession of Ganders. Nico there again tries to knock it forward, but Squiggly is there to win the 50-50 and put it into Ganders' half. This is so close. Retro's just about there with the save. Hirio tries to keep it in the half, tries to center it up for Squiggly, but there's just not enough boost to go around. But there, Bunny Dummy! No, just not there!
Squiggly is making so many good plays. His mechanics have been on point all game, and the game sense on offense has been impeccable, but it's just not been enough to force one through here. They're throwing the bag at everything they got, but it just cannot find a hole in this defense that clears out, and easily turned away by Squiggly. But still in the blue end. This is not a place that we felt comfortable for this whole series. The Ganders offense has been relentless when they get the possession. You don't want to let them get any here in overtime. You haven't so far done a really good job of that, but you got to make the most of the offensive opportunities that you've gotten, and so far they haven't been able to convert.
Almost 4 minutes into overtime, and this game is looking as even as ever. AHA just not able to find anything off of this offense quite yet. Yeah, they're just there. I mean, Ganders are just always there with the clearances, frankly. Squiggly, though, could convert it and manages to with 4 minutes and 6 seconds into overtime. Second game going the way of AHA. It's not the flashiest play in the world, but it's enough.
That pass was so crispy. The extra little touch from Bunny on that play to get over the second defender beats 2, and then it's just the goalie for Squiggly, and he got both goals in that game for AHA, and definitely is showing his shooting prowess in this game. And you saw such a pivot in the way that AHA played from the regulation to the overtime in that game, playing absolutely dominant Rocket League. But the Ganders defense did have a lot of answers to the questions that AHA was asking, and that could be a little bit worrying going forward here. But I think in this next game, we'll see what AHA can bring. And if they're able to put up that relentless pressure, not under the pressure of an overtime, that could be incredibly good for them.
AHA had 10 shots that game. 10. And 6 of them were saved, which is rather unfortunate. 2 saves for every single member of Ganders is not necessarily something that you want to see. But again, there were 4 saves on the side of AHA. It's just really a matter, I think, of Ganders not getting many shots in and AHA just there with the aggression at the end, like you said. They'll probably want to compound that offense into this next game.
Yeah, we definitely saw the flashes of what we know this team can do with their offense, and we'll see if they can bring that back up in this game. A bump already coming out, I believe, from Bunny Dummy, but it won't lead to anything offensive. Akin with the shot is going to go off the backboard in a very awkward way. Irio with the carry, gets it over to. Oh, that's a beautiful air dribble, saved away at the last second by Akin.
Akin doing a great job to stop that from going in. That would have been an embarrassing one to let in, I think. Speaking of embarrassing, that would have been even more so. Retra not able to get there. Bunny Dummy's defense just too strong, unfortunately for them. Hirio, though, going for the shots. Unfortunately, knocked away there, I think. Bunny Dummy now tries to center it there. Just nobody on the end of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, Hirio playing very deep in that scenario. You have one guy coming back out of the offensive end in rotation, and Hirio all the way back up defense, and unfortunately that's going to lose them the possession, but they're going to try and gain it back here. Clear it all the way back out. Bunny Dummy going to put it to safety off to Squiggly, like in the passing there. That's something that I think is relatively new to APAC as well, and talking with some of my former casters who've done APAC casts, is the lack of passing in the region is notable compared to others. A lot of mechanics, but if you can get those 1, 2, 3 passing plays off, that can be super deadly, because it's not something you see a whole lot of here.
Yeah, those 1-2s can be pretty good, I reckon. Just like in any other sport, frankly, able to getting those passes across is crucial to victory. That's a lovely ceiling pitch. Unfortunately, does not find much though. Nico there to try and keep it in the half of AHA. Squiggly knocks it forward to a center. The corner is there. Akin keeps it there.
It's a good 50. He's going to be able to chase it down now. But Squiggly back on that one, and Kiria is going to get a touch out as well. He's got the double commit from the defense here. This could be a good opportunity, leaving a hole. That shot going to go wide, unfortunately, though. Hirio with a recenter, but doesn't have a 50 or a teammate there to help him out. And that's cleared all the way back, but the clears coming out from AHA this game have been much better. A lot more control on the ball when they're trying to take it out past that midfield, playing less boomer ball from their own corners to get it to that midfield line, instead opting to carry it, stay close to it, and they're finding a lot more success on actually being able to transition into proper offense when they're doing that, and it's definitely very good to see.
I mean, like you said, AHA playing very transitionally as a team in general, so being able to play an offensive style that complements that is very important. Bunny Dummy, unfortunately, not enough boost to get any power on there, but Nico, with the save, will take it into AHA's half. There, Akim not quite on the end of that. Nico knocks it forward. Squiggly there with the demo to make sure they can't follow up on it. It's a relentless offense yet again from Ganders, but it does peter out as Squiggly goes up for the aerial. Will they be able to get it in there? Goes off the backboard. Hirio whiffs. Bunny Dummy just above.
That a very good opportunity. Just a couple of missed reads there from the offense of AHA to break this tie, but we've seen some very low scoring Rocket League here in the past, 15 minutes of gameplay. It's been a very low scoring affair so far. The defenses of both teams in every game of this series has been phenomenal and very unbreakable. I think we're seeing some very low shooting percentages here, and we'll see if that changes going into a game 4 especially. That could change the tide of things.
I mean, the way you win the game is you score more goals than the other person. Doesn't matter if it's, you know, a difference of 1-0 or a difference of 7-1. You know, you win by scoring more goals than your opponents.
Oh.
That's what they're gonna try to do. The defense is just so solid though, because they know that one goal could be the difference. And Hirio finds the back of the net with 32 seconds remaining. Bunny Dummy with an excellent demo.
Oh, and that camera choice. Props to production on that one, picking Bunny Dummy for that one. A great demo chase down in the 2v1 scenario. Even a bump in that case would also have been just as fine. Oh, another chance. With the shot on. That's 2 in a row. Off the kickoff. A beautiful 1-2-3 off the backboard. All 3 members of UHUH coming together for that one, and they find the back of the net. And hopefully with that, we'll secure game number 2. But that demo from Bunny Dummy on that last play, a beautiful thing of beauty, really. And also starting the second goal, being everywhere on this offense. It's good to see Hirio back in the scoring column as well. Was a goal scorer in game 1, but fell short of getting one in game 2. But back in that goal column here. It's good to see for the newest member of this UHUH team.
There. Taking the 3rd game of the day. It remains to be seen whether or not they can convert this into a full-on match win. I believe it's a best of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
Best of 5, yeah.
A much cleaner game, I think, out of UHUH as well. Being able to corral the ball a lot more and take control of where it was going, even if it went back into their own end. It felt like when Ganders was attacking, they weren't playing with the same ferocity and the same attacking aggressive style, and UHUH were able to counter that by playing a lot of close ball defense, playing very close and getting those 50s and keeping control, going for the dribble out to midfield instead of just banging it out and giving away possession a lot of the time, because Ganders has been good at getting back into the offensive zone after a booming clear, and UHUH stopped doing that in this game. They kept it close and really ended up tearing down the defense over time, and that's how they were able to find that goal. And we'll see if they can pull out the final victory they need to close out the series here.
Ganders have shown themselves to be very good in the air, and you know, using those booming clearances all but gives the ball away to Ganders. So it's lovely to see some adaptation coming out from UHUH going into game number 4. Akin changing up the car for today, going for a cheeky little number. I do believe that is a Mustang. Very nice. We're not sponsored by Mustang in any capacity. I feel a need to say that, but yeah, lovely car nonetheless. Nico able to get the demo, and Akin taking it up the side in the Mustang. Let's see what they can do.
See, there you go. There's some close ball clear out to midfield. Bunny Dummy with the shot, gonna go high with it. Beautiful pick in the corner. Bunny Dummy, I believe that's his first goal of the series too. Been a playmaker for a lot of the goals to come before. If you'd remember that overtime in game 2 with the beautiful pass to get that one, the demo on the last play in the last game, and then he started the 3-man passing play. And finally, he gets his time in the spotlight, getting one.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's just
you don't concede those. Oh, that's rough. That's just rough.
Ooh. It's got to be the Mustang hitbox, right? That's what it is.
Of course, Mustang
hitbox. Yep.
Blame it on the hitbox, like all good Rocket League players. Going to another kickoff. We're only 40 seconds in, and we've already got more goals. Just as many goals, sorry, as the last game. More goals now, because Akin has decided, I heard you talking smack about my Mustang. Let me show why it's not as bad as you think, and tucks it away into that top corner.
Yeah, Nico just in a great position to make that 50 work, and keeping it slow And Squiggly didn't really have much of a choice as to what he would do. I think that there was a attempt at a double commit on the kickoff to gain possession for AHA that just kind of didn't work out, and they conceded because when you double commit on the kickoff, it's hard to get back in rotation if you lose it.
I mean, to be fair, you know, AHA have room to work with. They still have a goal lead. Unless Ganders have anything to say about it, they're keeping the ball in AHA's half very nicely, but it remains to be seen whether or not the rotations will work in their favor as Hirio knocks it away, the booming clear. The second touch, though, takes it down into Squiggly's arms. Unfortunately, does win the 50. Oof. Retro just on the end of that there. Hirio waiting patiently in order to see what the ball does. The read off of the backboard. Unfortunately, Retro's there before Hirio can get to it.
That would have been a beautiful chance. Bunny Dummy, oh, off the crossbar. That's a great created play as the aggressive play style coming out once again. Another beautiful bump. Hirio with it alone, tries to get that 50 center, isn't there on the first attempt off the backboard center. Squiggly is there, and that is as easy as you like. A beautiful, beautiful play from Bunny Dummy again. Look at him getting all the assists today as he creates a beautiful little play. Oh, the pinball in front of the net, hitting up two members of Ganders before finding the back of the net. But, I mean, to be fair, I think that ball was going in about the same place if there had been zero, so...
Yeah. That's just a rough deal there for Ganders. They didn't like what they were going with Retro, with the Retrobuttal Demolition! Unfortunately, Hirio not able to find the fourth, but honestly, at this point, the 2-goal lead should be enough to see AHA through to the next round. Nico, though, takes the ball up the half, knocks it into the air. Will Squiggly be on the end of this? Yes, he will. Retro not able to get a hit on it. Again, not able to get a hit on it. Bunny Dummy now sets the ball up. Will this be a solo goal for Bunny Dummy? Retro's there with the save. Is there anybody else on the end? No, there isn't, as Akin knocks it away. AHA trying desperately to make this work. But unfortunately, Ganders have regained possession. And I don't think there's anybody in front of goal. Bunny Dummy just about there to get the save.
Hirio with a good clear, too. Puts it in the corner, and I like the trajectory of that, too, hitting that ceiling corner and coming straight down. A good idea. On that one, Retro can't hit the double on target. If he had, that was a surefire goal. Oh, up over center. Whoa! Bunny Dummy beats him. That's off the post and out, though. Good save. The rebound.
Oh, no!
Capitalizing so well on that one. Bunny Dummy with another assist here, too, actually, on that one. But a great read from Hirio to just be there for the clear.
Akin did well to get the boost there to make sure that that shot didn't go in, but like you said, a lovely follow-up from the side of AHA to make sure that they can convert a fourth goal. Now Hirio with the demolition. There's only one person in the goal, but one person is all they need as Akin saves it out. Bunny Dummy, though, has the potential to score, and does, with the help of Squiggly. I'm starting to think that people are just stealing Bunny Dummy's goals.
I like to view it as they're feeding him assists. You know, they're just like, you are going to give us all of the goals by assisting, not by scoring them. And at this point, I mean, hey, if your whole team is firing like it is,
two demos?
That's just rude. It's, I mean, a good play. But unfortunately, they weren't able to make it into anything, and they're kind of caught out now. Another demo on the other end, off the backboard, a misread. Retro is going to be there. What? How did Bunny Dummy get back to that?
Who knows, honestly? Does it really matter? It's just Bunny Dummy, right? Whenever you need a teammate to be there for you when you've made a slight error, Bunny Dummy is just there every single time, able to set you up. Honestly, I'd call him the perfect teammate, because that's just what he is. He just doesn't hog the spotlight. He lets other people have their time to shine, but when they need him the most, he is there.
A very good all-around player, and also by all reports, one of the nicest people in the APAC scene as well. So Yeah, this game is how I think we thought most of the series would go. It took a little while for this team to get warmed up, but really showing what they are all about in game number 4, coming out with a dominant victory here. 5-1 in game 4. And I mean, I will say I did call it that this game would be higher scoring.
Oh,
Akin
5-2.
getting a goal for the road. Make it 5-2 with 1 second left, but I did say that they would get a higher scoring game 4 going, but yeah, a very, very good play.
I was going to wonder if it was too much to ask for a Brazil, but, you know, akin denying us the Brazil. They let another one in just because they know they can. Nico getting a nice little stat pad there. GG's all round. Nico pops that in the net and secures our victory going into the next round against Among Zed.
And that will be a fun game as well. The former teammate of the boys, Jarrell Naden, on that squad. So we'll see if he can get his revenge when we come back in just a few minutes.
See you in a bit.
Hello and welcome back to the Winter Open. Following the journey of AHA through this group stage, taking a win over Ganders in the last match, 3-1. We've got everybody in the lobby here for game number 2. It's going to be up against Among Zed, which is a very interesting game, Funky, because their ex-teammate, Jarrell Naden, is on this very new squad.
Yeah, well, the squad is competitively very new. The players have actually been playing together for quite a while, just as friends in six-mans and whatnot. So they do already have pre-existing chemistry, but it's just been in these past few months that they've really started to scrimp and build themselves up as a professional roster. Meanwhile, AHA have loads of experience behind them and, you know, are just a more established team in the region.
Yeah, so far, Among Z team make a larger name for themselves, but AHA coming into this one definitely should be the favorites. This Among Z roster, by the way, Tank, Ryzen, and Jarrell coming from CERT and Dark Rift for Tank and Ryzen, respectively. And let's get things about going here. Waiting on the main broadcast, if you'd like it casted in, especially in Japanese as well. They have Japanese broadcast going on as well over on the main APAC channel. But if you want the AHA content, stick with us. We got you for this game. As we're waiting on standby here, do you have any predictions for this one?
I can't say, because this is literally the first time these teams have met in any competitive setting. So we are witnessing, you know, history, frankly. This is the first time these two, you know, it's just really quite something to be able to witness the first time two teams ever play against each other. And I'm happy that I'm able to do so today.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game as well. Taking a look at the scores for Among Zed up against the Gladiators, which is their first round matchup. It was 2-1, 3-1, and 2-1, which is interesting because Gladiators, as we've mentioned time and time again, are a top 3 team in the region. So it's interesting that we find ourselves in a scenario where they're playing them so close. Even though it was a 3-0, it was a difference of 1 or 2 goals in every single game. The Gladiators weren't dominant by any stretch of the imagination, and we'll see if this Among Zed roster can come out and surprise here, because I think they do have the potential to, but there's just something about him that's so enticing to pick him in this match.
I'm going to stick with AHA, to be honest. I've seen them able to adapt against a very, you know, a much better, let's say, I'm sorry, I can't remember team names unless they're written in front of me. A much better Ganders roster. I was going to say Gaiden, which just isn't the correct word. I don't know why I was going to say Gaiden, but I was going to. Either way, we've seen them adapt very well against Gaiden, and I reckon whatever Among Z throw out, AHA are going to be able to deal.
Yeah, we'll see. It took them a little bit to warm up to the playstyle that Ganders was using in that last game. Super aggressive offense off the rip, but they figured out a way to counter it and played completely into that strength in the game 2 overtime leading into game 3, and then came out and 5-3, really 5-1 with a couple scrap time goals in game number 4, looking super strong, playing their gameplay, their super aggressive in terms of demo heavy style. We'll see if they can do that here up against this Among Zed team as we get things rolling here on Manfield game number.
Yeah, and right out of the gate, we're going to be seeing Jarrell trying to score an early goal against his old team. Hirio there, though, to knock it away. Tank just about saves it from going into the net and being an early goal. Squiggly takes it up into the air. Hirio there before Jarrell. but it is Ryzen to win that 50-50, but Bunny is there to keep it in possession. Unfortunately, Ryzen is there to have a booming 50-50 there and take it up the field along with the rest of Among Z.
Squiggly going to look for a little bit of control, but the offense here playing very close ball, which is something that we didn't see in the Ganders game, was a kind of close ball, dribble-heavy offense. So we'll see if they can find a way to counter that as this game progresses. Hirio finds his way by 2. Ryzen's going to be there. Can he get to it? No. Ooh. That's a little bit surprising. I think he had the speed, just couldn't get an angle by it, and Hirio finds a kind of shocking goal here in transition.
Yeah, I mean, Ryzen just tried and tried, but at the end of the day, he just didn't have the speed to be able to get behind it and knock it up, potentially into the bar. 1 up for AHA today. Hirio progressing the ball down the line and trying to set something up for the rest of the members of AHA. The demo comes over onto Squiggly. Bunny Dummy is there with the aerial to keep it in the possession of AHA. Jarrell takes that 50 in stride. Squiggly there with the save. Bunny Dummy flipping back now, trying to keep the ball in possession of AHA. Working out well for them. They've been able to get off Among the map onto Tank Squiggly there to rotate back and push the ball forward. Bunny Dummy there on the rotation as well. Squiggly centers the ball. Unfortunately, nobody there to follow up on it. Hirio now with the ball goes for a cheeky little pass, but unfortunately does not find his man. And again, Among Z able to keep this ball in AHA's half, which has definitely been their weakness so far today.
Ooh, that a very close opportunity as well. Jarrell with some space, but a beautiful 50 by the defense there. Squiggly going to take it. Shot going to go right off the crossbar and back out of the net, unfortunately for them. Squiggly, the demo coming out from Bunny, something we've seen time and time again. The beautiful passes. Well, Hirio finds the back of a wide open net. And another great pass from Bunny Dummy. We've seen him be the playmaker all day so far, Funky, and that's just another show of just how good he's at it.
It's a lovely demo as well, because Ryzen, you saw just barely in the goal cam that he wasn't able to get enough speed to potentially get behind the ball. The respawn just wasn't in his favor. So lovely demo timing from the members of AHA. Almost the ball going in the net, if not for Jarrell on the end of it there. Bunny Dummy knocking it off the ceiling. Hirio was there, knocked away by Tank. Squiggly, though, up the side. Tries to set something up. A pass goes over onto Ryzen. Not able to set anything up for the rest of the members, but there is a demo now coming out onto Hirio, who respawns promptly. And the ball is now in the half of Among Z. See what they're able to do with it.
Bunny Dummy going off the ceiling. Can he get the read? He does. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful shot from Bunny Dummy. What a display of mechanics. A beautiful play off the ceiling. What a read, gets the pitch in the top shelf. Oh my goodness, Tank. Not much you can do about that one out of nowhere. What a beautiful solo effort from Bunny Dummy to get that one in the net. Been really the X Factor player for this squad, I think, all day. If he's on top of things, just like he's on top of that defense with a beautiful bump again. It's so hard to stop those air dribble bumps, and when you have a follow-up touch from Squiggly as well, I mean, this defense is being picked apart.
Yeah, Bunny Dummy, like you said, has just been a fantastic playmaker all day for AHA. If the passes stop coming from Bunny Dummy, I don't think that AHA are going to have the same kind of, you know, possession presence, I think was the word I was looking for, on this field as they would otherwise. They just keep putting it into the half of Among Z, and Bunny Dummy knocks it forwards. Fortunately, Ryzen there to knock it away before Hirio can get there. Jarrell, though, knocks it off the backboard. Bunny Dummy is there before any members of Among Z can get on the end of it. 4-0 now with a minute remaining. Among Z need a miracle.
cleared away into the corner now. Ryzen looking for the center, but Squiggly is going to be there. Stops it from getting too dangerous. Bunny Dummy going up and over. A good 50. Great 50. Creating the chance. Sirio can't get the double tap. This transition play could be dangerous. Off the backboard, this could be good, but a misread ball there by Bunny off the backboard is going to leave the possession with this blue team of Among Zed. Cleared away now. Jarrell with a banger all the way down the field. Bunny ready and waiting, though. A beautiful touch. Keep that one away. This Ryzen's going to look for some possession, but this game one is already far over.
Yeah, I mean, once you're 4-0 down, there's really not much you can do other than pray that they don't score more, frankly. Incredibly strong start, and Bunny Dummy there earning the MVP with such incredible plays made. I mean, doesn't even have the most goals. It's not often you see the person with the most goals on the team on the bottom of the leaderboard, but that's just goes to show how good Bunny Dummy has been today, getting such important touches throughout this entire series.
Oh, I don't like this stat for Among Zed. Shots in this game, 9-1 for They got scored on 4 times more than they shot on their opponent's net in that game. Talk about a complete shutdown defense, let alone high-scoring offense. 4 goals on 9 shots is relatively high. You're looking at above 40 shot percentage when the average is around 30 for players at this level. So fantastic offense, and then they only allowed 1 shot all game. Among Zed is going to come back with a vengeance in this next game, but I don't know how much more you're going to have after a performance like that. Among Zed just looked kind of down in that game. Looked like the better team by a wide margin, and we'll have to see what they have to come back with in this game. But is just, they're plowing through themselves.
It could potentially be mental fatigue. I mean, we talked earlier about how close Among these games were against Gaming Gladiators, and perhaps there's a little bit of tilt setting in for that side. Of course, this is, I believe, their first time in this kind of tournament, apart from, perhaps qualifying for this event. But again, I just, I don't know. It's not looking good from Among these so far, and we'll see if they can, claw something back in game number 2.
We'll see what they got in the tank. We'll see specifically what tank has in the tank. Ryzen's going to get that first shot, though. Kept close. Not a good idea. I would have powered it into the corner there. Kept it away from the front of the net. You can see the blue players for this Among Zed roster swarm in front of that net. You want to get it out of there ASAP. His tank is going to be the one. He gets that flip. 2. We can't get the shot on target. Going to hit the post. Go just wide on their first attempt.
Oh, Squiggly needs a pause. We're going to go to a pause at the moment with a lovely shot of the ball. Bunny Dummy just flipping towards it. Jarrell giving us a lovely camera angle on the entire field of play. But yeah, I mean, even Squiggly having technical issues, I don't know if it's necessarily surprising, but it surprised me, to be completely honest. You would have thought that it would be going upside down there, very cheeky. You would have thought that it would be Bunny Dummy with the technical issues. I mean, playing all the way from Yemen it's quite rough, I would imagine, on the ping, but Bunny Dummy seems to be coping relatively well. Thus far.
Clearly.
Yeah, Bunny Dummy's just been...
series.
Yeah, I can't... It should, it's been looking good from Bunny Dummy. I'm just genuinely curious, though. I mean, I just really want to take a look at how the Gaming Gladiators game went. Yeah, Among Zed got a goal in every single one of the games. But, we don't know whether or not those goals were perhaps goals scored after the fact, right? Perhaps they were perhaps Gaming Gladiators were 2-0 up, then Among Z got one. Then they were 3-0 up, then Among Z got one. Then they were 2-0 up, then Among Z got one. Perhaps Gaming Gladiators just were dominant for most of the series, apart from the very end. But of course, I personally don't know.
All right, it looks like we're about to get back to action here. Fortunate for Squiggly, but he's also been playing very well. There's been a lot of good plays that he's been making on offense. Been the great secondary goal scorer, but we will see if he can get back up to where he wants to be, even after the pause. They're going back live as they stand to no kickoff reset. Just get right back in there.
They get right back in there. Hirio in the air. Bunny Dummy on the end of it. Knocks it into the corner. Is there a third? Unfortunately not. Squiggly not quite there in time. Takes it down onto the floor, but Jarrell is there to knock it away. Hirio tries to regain possession, but it will be Bunny Dummy trying to play this defense here. Does very well to clear that away. As you, get into the half of Among Zed. But Among Zed not, not to be trifled with. Hirio, a lovely save. Among Zed really want to be playing this a lot more aggressively. And they seem to be doing just that.
They're playing a little bit better here, yes, for sure. They've already gotten one shot on target in the first minute and a half. That's better than they can say last game. And it was a very quality chance, too. And you could argue even with before the pause that Among Zed was the better team so far in this game. Whoa, that demo was really good, because look at this possession here he was going to have. He beats 2 as well. He's not going to be able to chase it back down. Or is he? He is a 50, and that's going to give some great possession here. Squiggly looking to find Hirio across the field, but he's got to turn back here for the boost. Gets it back out over mid as well. This pressure at midfield has been great so far for AHA.
Yeah, AHA's been doing very well to keep the pressure up on Among Zed. Squiggly, though, takes it up. Bunny Dummy on the end of it, but unfortunately tipped away there by Ryzen. But Hirio is there as the third man. Squiggly, unfortunately, losing that particular 50-50 to Tank, but gets a little bit of revenge with that demo. Now Bunny Dummy trying to take it up the side, passes it over onto Hirio, who unfortunately gets bumped away by Jarrell, who's been playing a very aggressive game in terms of bumps so far today. We'll see if Squiggly's able to get one in there. Jarrell able to save that at the last possible moment.
Oh, Hirio, don't let him do it to you. Oh, he ran out of boost. Unfortunate play. Working on an air dribble there, but just not got enough in the tank to beat Tank.
Oh,
but that play from Hirio is gorgeous. And a beautiful pass from Bunny Dummy as well. Little pop-up Hirio. Oh, that's just rude. What a play.
Lovely little cherry touch there from Hirio to send it flying into the net of Among Zed. 1-0 up. Just over 3 minutes now we've had in this game, coming up onto 4. And the ball is again in the half of Among Zed after, a lot of offense from Among Zed. Now they just seem to be concerned with not letting it go. And again, and Squiggly's there to deny that wish.
My goodness, the amount of power he got on this. What did you do?
I think he just drove into it.
Very hard, apparently. He drove into it very hard. I think he also hit it right after the bounce, which will give you some more power, as we have learned over the years. And Tank uses it there to his advantage. Wow. Okay.
Can we finish our sentences, please, before we score another goal? Lovely goal there from Tank to try and keep Among Zed in the series. Only 1 goal between the two now, with 1.5 minutes remaining. Jarrell comes up the center. Does Squiggly have the boost? No, he does not, and Jarrell equalizes.
No, we can't finish our sentences, Funky. I think that's what they're telling us. On that last play, though, I feel like we can get it in. It was the top shelf bangers in the top left twice in a row. Tank really going with the anything you can do, I can do better route on that one. And he makes it work. And then off the kickoff again, another beautiful goal. I was about to talk about a perfect sweep here when they went up 2-0, and instead we found ourselves in a tied game 2. I think this is a little bit more along the lines of what we expected coming into this series. Still a fairly dominant performance. A good shot from Bunny Dummy, finding his time in the scoring spotlight. He pots one.
Yeah, lovely setup there from Squiggly as well to knock it off of that wall in Bunny Dummy's waiting arms to head it into the net. The anatomy of cars is very confusing. I do apologize.
Not something that you have to deal with a lot in other areas of work in this field. But yes, instead of ankle breakers, you got axle breakers, and that comes with a long list of other car-related puns that get made, especially when demos are used, which we haven't seen a lot this game. Of course, that could not have.
You were saying Nostradamus?
That could not have been the worst timing. But I was gonna say we haven't seen them used very well in this game. That's something that we haven't seen. Stop demoing while I'm trying to talk about how you're not demoing. This is just really rude. I don't appreciate it, guys. But I
don't make it a full.
I was going to talk about demos again, and here you got another one. I was going to say how they weren't using demos to their advantage on offense, but when you take away the one that's actually going for the ball, you're doing exactly what I was going to say that you weren't doing. So very good use of demos there. We've seen the aggressive playstyle from this AHA team be so good against their opponents, especially when you have the passing coming out, which is absolutely lethal at times, especially if Bunny Dummy is the one who's giving you those passes. Even when he's shooting in this game, he's going to go for a hat trick at 0 seconds, but he can't find it. But this team is firing now on all cylinders. Bunny Dummy scoring, not something that we've seen a whole lot of. He's been the one dishing out all these beautiful passes. And the demos coming in at the end there, they're really finding that aggressive play once again. It just seems like this team has gotten to a point of stability in their play style. And, I mean, 4 goals, 2 games in a row, that's not something to scoff at.
Yeah, it's not to scoff at all. I'm really loving the energy that we're seeing from AHA. It's just been fantastic to watch, frankly. And, you know, the storylines here have been also great to work with. I mean, you've got Bunny Dummy setting up all of these various little plays for the various members of AHA. You've got Hero and Squiggly with their various mechanical outplays. And, of course, you have the unfortunate opponents in Among Zed who are just trying to have a nice tournament.
I mean, they haven't played bad in this game by any stretch of the imagination either. They actually had a very good game 2 with those couple goals in quick succession off the kickoff. I mean, you can't ask for much more in trying to get back into a game the way they did, getting it back tied. They played well. They just couldn't find consistent offense, and they still have not scored a goal in this game that's not been off the kickoff, mind you, as well. So that can be a little bit concerning for this team. They haven't been able to make any good chances off of sustained pressure, which I think is going to be to their detriment if they're not able to get back to that level of play.
Yeah, the long games have been definitely good for AHA so far, as we'll see going into game number 3. AHA 2-0 up in this best of 5 series. This is potentially the final game. It is match points for the team known as AHA. Hero, though, trying to get an early lead. Unfortunately, Ryzen is there to tip it away.
They did draw out a very nice double commit there on the defense, and that's something that we are going to be put on. Oh, what a bump, too. I was going to say, we're going to be put on watch for double commits, I think, as the defense from this Among Zed team, lost the name there for a second, as they get a little bit more frantic trying to get back in this series, now put in a reverse sweep position. They got to win 3 games in a row if they're going to get back into this. And you got to think with the stranglehold that this high-flying offense has had for AHA, they're going to get a little bit antsy when they're forced to play defense. So if you can keep that ball in the blue half, I think you'll find that the openings and the good chances that gets will open up quicker. But if they can get that offense is part of what we will find out with this game.
Yeah, but we saw last game that, you know, incredibly defensively solid. Here we go! Jarrell just on the end of there in time. Lovely rotation to cover for the potential shots. And is able to keep the ball from going in for just a little bit longer. But a little bit longer is all they need as Bunny Dummy finds the back of the net.
That was a beautiful sequence of Squiggly and Bunny Dummy with the perfect aggressive positioning. And what also is important about that play is that even if it had gone south, Hirio was rotating out and back on defense already. So still back in good, concise rotations and not getting too overly aggressive when they get a good chance like that on offense. And you love to see that patience from a team as well, and really focusing on, hey, this could go poorly. Let's plan for it. And it didn't in that scenario.
Lovely double commit on the aerial there. Just to keep it up, but unfortunately it will not be to the advantage of Among Z, much to their dismay. Hirio going for a bit of a stylish flips on the way down. Tank up in the air now. Bunny Dummy with the second. A lovely touch to get it in the net.
I had just taken a sip of water at the worst time possible. Bunny Dummy, a beautiful touch into the back of the net. What a read on that play, and that the first double of what I assume will be many that we see the rest of the day. But very, very well read from Bunny Dummy, and that'll put them up to about halfway through this game as well. Now, last time they had a 2-goal lead, we saw it diminished to 0 in approximately 20 seconds. And so far, they're holding strong as they didn't give up a goal on kickoff. And as I mentioned before, they still haven't gotten a goal that's not been on kickoff. So, holding very, very strong so far.
Yeah, Among Z have done very, very well when they can have these large explosive plays that are just completely unexpected. But once the ball goes into possession, that's AHA's time to shine. And, you know, they've kept it in Among Z's half so nicely thus far today. Knocked it up in the air as well. Among Z, though, have a chance to put it in the net. Jarrell with the aerial. Doesn't manage to find anything with it. Ryzen takes the 50-50. Tank there with the aerial. But Squiggly is there to knock it away. Bunny Dummy not quite able to find the touch. Perhaps it was a fake. I'm not quite sure. Ball tapped away there by Ryzen. Tank in the air. Bunny Dummy winning that 50-50 though, as Squiggly takes it up the wall. Flying into the half. Unfortunately, nobody on the end of it to put it away into the net.
Oh! Cool. Ryzen with a very good mechanical play. The chip shot, or the hook shot, sorry, off the backboard to get that quick double tap read. Just couldn't quite find the target the way that he wanted, but I like the idea there. And if you can convert on that, you're in a good position if you are this Among Z team trying to get back into this game. Over the bar, beautiful save. Squiggly going to be there. That's
another one? No.
Although I will say the 3-goal lead is there, but so is a kickoff. So you got to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, Tank just had to watch that sail in. Couldn't really get the touch there, unfortunately. And 3-0 up with 45 seconds remaining. Squiggly's there with the save. They know the tricks that Among Z like to use to keep themselves in this game. And they're not going to fall victim to it as Squiggly gets that last save. 30 seconds to go. Jarrell finds a demo. I don't think they're going to be able to capitalize off of that player down that AHA had momentarily. Jarrell goes for another shot, but unfortunately not finding anything with it. They're just trying to take pot shots in desperation with 12 seconds remaining and 3-0. I mean, I feel safe calling it for AHA, frankly.
Yeah, I think so. looking to get their second shutout of the series. Controllers are down. AHA with the sweep here in the second round of group stage. Currently 6-1 in individual games. Their toughest task is up next, up against the Gaming Gladiators. That should be a fantastic series, but to break this one down a little bit, just like their offense was just so deadly the entire time.
Yeah, I've found a lot of these teams in APAC just love to have offensive possession of the ball, right? And that's where they shine. That's where they love to play. And, you know, it used to be a very specifically mechanical region, or, you know, so I've heard. And so that sort of aggressive play styles really play into that sort of inherent mechanics that a lot of APAC players would have had, especially if they've been in the scene for a while. But it's actually, I think, the defensive portions that really differentiate these teams. I mean, AHA have had a very solid defense throughout this entire, this entire day, frankly. I mean, they haven't been often conceding. And the only times they've really been losing games have been, what, 3-2? Like, that's not bad, you know?
Yeah, especially in literally the first game of the day as well. They haven't lost since that first game, and it was by 1 goal with like 30 seconds left in game 1 up against Ganders. They've won 6 straight since then in a variety of dominant fashions as well. Winning that overtime, proving their clutch factor after 4 minutes and 6 seconds. Coming in, winning the next game handily, 5-1 that turned into 5-3 in the last, 5 seconds of that game because they let in a couple after the game was all said and done. But a very dominant win on the scoreboard, 4-0 in game 1, 3-0 in game 3 of this series. They've got a lot of momentum behind them going into this Gladiators series. That is going to be up next, but we're going to take a short break here. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll bring that game.
Don't go anywhere.
Hello and welcome back to the APAC Winter Open to start off the winter split here. Have been doing phenomenal so far today. 6-1 in games. They only lost their very first game up against Ganders to start off the day. But since then, Funky, they've been on a hot streak, winning 6 straight games. And now they find themselves up against the Gladiators for first in the group. It's a very close group too. Whoever wins this match is going to take first and is going to take a bye directly into tomorrow's bracket matches and get an automatic top 8. So there's a lot to play for in this match.
Yeah, I mean, that bye is so... It's so nice to have because it just... the sense of security that you have and, like, you can just relax, right? You know, whichever team wins this game, they can just take their hands off their controllers, they can relax, they can maybe go outside every once in a while, perhaps touch some grass. I know I need to do that. But, you know, they can just relax, right? Whereas, you know, the people that lose this, they've got a little bit of weight on their shoulders because then they're going to have to play the team in third place for a spot in the qualifiers, I believe.
Yeah, so if we end up losing this game, which would be the most unfortunate stance that I don't think is going to happen, we
and
would
by we
have
you
to
mean
play...
aha.
I mean, by we, I mean aha, yes.
Yeah, we're
there would be
broadcasting on
another
their
match. There would be another match to play today. The round of... I guess a round of 12, if you will, because with the buys, the first place gets the buy, and then the second and third seeds play for whoever gets to move on. There'd be another matchup to play after this one, and I mean, hey, as much as I like playing Rocket League, and as much as I like playing Series, playing only 3 today would be nice.
Yeah. I do apologize, by the way, for my yawning. Both of us have ruined our sleep schedules in order to cast for you today, so you better appreciate it. No. It's all volunteer. We do this for the work. Honestly, we just love doing this here with you today. But we're going into game number 1 of this series: Gaming Gladiators versus AHA, second best team in APAC versus the lads. Oh, and Squiggly's already scored. It's been 12 seconds and Squiggly's 1-0 up. Absolute
beauty. What a play. OSM with a bit of a misplay, but Squiggly, oh man, that's not even a bad misplay by OSM in the corner. That's just a beautiful read by Squiggly, finding the space in front of the net. And I don't think his game's crashing now.
Yeah, no, I think he's all dialed in, ready to go. And now, you know... oh my word, Squiggly's just there, waiting for the pass, and it's fantastic work there from Bunny Dummy to be able to take that through. Hirio in the air, Squiggly on the end of it, Maxiu able to get the touch on it with a little bit of that Irish charm. Now LCT pops it over Hirio, not able to get a touch on there, but Bunny Dummy is on the ground, ready to receive, and Maxiu sets it up, but LCT is not quite there, and Hirio able to try and get possession for the side of AHA.
Squiggly trying to make some moves through the center. That pinch going to get the ball clear, release some of that pressure that's been built up to 50 by Bunny, almost in the back of the net. Maxiu up. This game is much fast-paced, but I'm actually surprised at how well AHA are keeping up with this pace and also playing into it, as it seems to be that they're actually finding a strength in the speed that this team is playing against and countering it very well.
I mean, all they need to do is defend properly, and they're doing just that. A lovely save from Bunny Dummy. I believe what AHA want to do now is they're just trying to park the bus, but instead of parking the bus in their own goal, they're parking it in their opponent's goal and saying, no, we're not going to let you go any further forwards. And unfortunately, it hasn't quite worked for them just yet as OSM tries to get a touch on it, just about misreads it. Maxiu tries it, but unfortunately, it bounces off the post. the aggression from both of these teams has just been so high. And they just can't breathe. There's basically zero possession happening in the middle. It's all happening right in front of the goals.
OSM gets that clear out. Bunny Dummy is there. Decides to go with the boomer ball. I think the thing that they have to be a little bit careful of here for is not getting roped into playing this boomer ball the entire time, because we've seen them struggle to keep up with a boomer ball style of aggressive play. If they can keep their heads on them, keep their wits about them, and play some of this close offense that they've been playing in the last 2 series that's been so effective, I think we can see them continue to win games in this series, but they really just have to not get roped into playing boomer ball here.
Yeah, I think boomer ball is a very chaotic play style. That tends to work well when you have very mechanical players, but at the same time, you know, when you're up against the second best team in APAC, maybe it's best not to try their mechanics. LCT finds the demo onto Bunny Dummy, and it's only Squiggly in front of goal. But fortunately, LCT just takes it out wide, tries to take it over the net, off the backboard. Is there somebody on the end of it? Maxu not quite able to capitalize off of that setup. OSM, though, setting it up for LCT, and it's almost off the bar. LCT, though, able to knock it in just about at the end, as we tie the series up 1-1. I know, right?
That is a very good pass. LCT getting a little bit lucky with the shot, having it bounce off the crossbar directly down back into his car, but still a very good play, and the speed coming in from that corner catches the defense off guard just a little bit here. Now we find ourselves back even. OSM finds a lane through, and the lead now in the hands of the Gladiators.
Yeah, Squiggly just didn't quite have enough speed to get on the end of that ball, even with the boost out there. 2-1 up with 1.5 minutes remaining. 4 gaming Gladiators. Will AHA be able to find another equalizer?
Bunny Dummy on the ball. That's definitely what you want to see. Cleared away. Bunny Dummy looking for a lane to try and get a pass through middle. Cut off, though. He's being shut down a little bit more in this series as well. Bunny in the same kind of space to maneuver in this series as he has in the past 2. He gets an opportunity here, though. Finds a pass through. Good save by LC. The positioning on that shot maybe a little bit lackluster for the moment. Now OSM going to be able to carry it out. Bunny Dummy back on that ball. LCT getting the clear. Sent away. Irio looking for a double, gets the pinch up, center, trying to chase it down. Squiggly is there!
Squiggly!
He finds the back of the net. And we're tied again.
Squiggly with the fantastic follow-up on that shot. OSN not quite sure what to do with it there. Couldn't quite read Squiggly going up for it. 37 seconds remaining and we're all tied up. I need a sip of tea. Lovely.
Not the only one. Gotta
now
make
OSN.
Sure the vocal cords last us all series here, because one is going to be close all the way. Finds the back of the net. LCT with a great pass. OSM back and forth. See, that's the deadly style of passing that you don't see from a lot of these other teams. It's just so notable when you get those passing plays between these teams, and that's something that this AHA roster has been actually fairly good at, is getting those consistently good 2 or 3 man passing plays. But when you're just playing off the backboard so well like that while it's unguarded, that can be a real source of weakness here.
Yeah, they have been sort of roped into playing this boomer ball style that they are particularly weak at, but
here we go,
fortunately
off the
for them, oh, the 0-second goal isn't quite there. Gladiators, I mean, true to their name, they're, you know, second best team in APAC. They're not really surprising that they take the first game of the series, but I think it was a lot closer than they would have perhaps wanted. I mean, look at, the shot difference just isn't really that much either.
No, 11-8 for Gladiators in that one. The difference really coming in the quantity, not necessarily quality. I think both teams did a very good job of getting these good chances on both ends. Just Gladiators putting on just a little bit more pressure, and Oh, the 0 seconds. What could have been on that play? So close to being so good, but in the end, just a little bit too far away. And the Gladiators find themselves up 1-0 in this series. But chasing them down. We've seen them do it before, really kick into a second gear in game 2 after losing a game 1. Will they have it in them to find that game again? We shall see.
I mean, now they know how Gladiators want to play the game, right? And it's basically the same way that I believe it was, I keep forgetting the name. Why do I keep forgetting the name? Ganders. The same way that Ganders wanted to play the game, with all these boomer balls back and forth in the air. And in fact, it's the same scoreline that they lost it to. So, you know, we've seen AHA in this situation before. They're a game down. They've been, you know, playing boomer ball, which isn't quite their strong suit. So perhaps, you know, these more technical plays from this team will be what they need in order to secure this bye spot in the round of 12.
Or more demos. That actually could be a very interesting point. If they're able to get these demos going again, we've seen that be just strength for them to be able to create the space they need on offense. If they can play that aggressive play style, they might be able to make some pretty big holes in the defensive Gladiators that they can't fill. So we'll see if they can get that consistency back up.
OSM there, losing possession a little bit, but that's all too fine as it allows him to go up for that touch and lets LCT go for a shot tipped away by Bunny Dummy. LCT, though, continuing this offense, going for a wall pinch. Hero is there, though, to deny the potential follow-up from OSM. Bunny Dummy now going for a pass to the side wall. Maxu there, keeping it in the field of UHUH's half. I should have said AHA. I just can't help myself sometimes. It's a very confusing name. It's symmetrical. If there was a hyphen, perhaps, it'd be easier, but I digress. A lot of aggressive plays being played now by AHA. A lovely little wave dash there to give it a little bit more speed, but LCT with the read is able to tap it away. 2 in the goal now for the side of Gaming Gladiators. They go for the shot! Squiggly! And it's in! 1-0 up for the side of AHA.
This is a gorgeous pass right here, OSM. But Hirio getting the 50 on that, with OSM being able to put it off the wall, getting that second touch as to get a little bit more power so that it comes a little bit harder off the wall and thus a little bit farther off the wall, playing beautifully into the hands of Squiggly in that instance. Oh, the backflip from Squiggly in the midfield. This could be bad. OSM.
Oh, it's open.
No one's main. That's a beautiful play. That should be a goal for LCT. The one skill on OSM. Ooh, that flick was absolutely nasty.
Yeah, that's an axle breaker right there. All tied up now. Gaming Gladiators with the very fast equalizer. OSM going up for the kickoff. Does not quite land in their favor. Gaming Gladiators, though, very easily take it in to AHA's half. And the demo comes out onto Bunny Dummy. OSM looking to follow up on that. Fortunately, not able to. Squiggly goes up in the air, tries to find the touch, is not able to. LCT takes it down the middle. What will they find? They'll find Hero, tipping it away. OSM, though, going for it. Unfortunately, not quite finding anything with that pass.
Played away now, down OSM, going to get a tip on it. Wow, that is a great touch. Bunny Dummy with some control, looking to pop it over center. OSM gets a touch down, maybe not the power or strength that they wanted on that one, but it's cleared back into the blue end. A bit of a misread there from LCT. Hirio up early, going for a pass to Bunny Dummy, who's going off the bar for a double touch. LCT with the save, though. And OSM clears it off to the side wall, sent onto the back wall. Now Squiggly gets the clear across the face of the net. Pressure coming in again from the Gladiators. This roster playing these Gladiators so close, but they haven't found a lead larger than 1-0 at the beginning of these games. The shot is there! Bunny Dummy with the shot. Usually he's the one making these passing plays, but what vision from Squiggly to find him in the field. And the lead back in the hands of AHA.
Minute and 40 seconds remaining. AHA 2-1 up. Again, like you said, fantastic vision there from Squiggly to be able to find that pass. And also a fantastic shot from Bunny Dummy as well to not overshoot it and make it hit the post. Just finding that inside post. Very lovely from the side of AHA. But now it's Gaming Gladiators' turn to go on the offense. OSM tries to take it up, does lose the 52. Squiggly Hirio finds the whiff, but the goal's completely open, but he only has 11 boost. The flick goes up, but OSM's there with the save, and there's no follow-up from either members of AHA, and the goal's completely open for OSM to find the shots.
Oh, that double commit on that aerial shot to the complete detriment of AHA on that play. An unfortunate turn of events turns into a goal. Gladiators, as they fight back stronger than ever. Squiggly off the kickoff, still dangerous. Cleared away to midfield. Maxiu gets a nice 50, clears it into this blue half, or the orange half. Blue scoring half, I suppose, but the 50 from OSM is still keeping this ball alive in this orange half. They got to get it out. A good tip. Still dangerous. Squiggly with the whiff, unfortunately. Maxiu has full control, looking for LCT, possibly in the center field. Just looking to do it himself by 2. The 50 is there, just wide. OSM finds the post pinch in the back of the net with it. And that's going to bring the Gladiators into the lead for the first time in this match.
This scoreline looks familiar.
Yeah.
Where have I seen this before, I wonder?
Maybe Manfield?
Perhaps so, yes. I believe it was... I believe it was nighttime at the time, but now it's AHA's time to go for the offensive plays. Double commit there onto the aerial to make sure that it stays in the side of AHA. Bunny Dummy tries to tip it away. There's nobody in front of the goal. LCT just about rotating in time to defend. Will they be able to save the shots? They're able to do so. 5 seconds remaining and the ball is in possession of Gaming Gladiators. 1 second. The ball's still in the air. Will a member of AHA find a touch onto it? Unfortunately not. And Gaming Gladiators find their second game with the same scoreline, same story.
The same heartbreak as game 1 as well. It's been an incredibly close series the whole way through, but Gladiators just able to edge them out in those clutch moments of these games, scoring the game winner within the last, I think, 35 seconds in both the last 2 games. Just unfortunate for them, just getting those clutch moments where they just have a little bit more experience, a little bit more connectivity as a team, a little bit more pressure, just a little bit more, period. And unfortunately, AHA doesn't have the same kind of counter that they've found in the last couple of games, although they do have another match now to try and pivot and get back onto that high horse. The one thing I'm still missing from this, though, is the demos. They've been so good at getting these aggressive demo plays to open up space in the last 2 series, and they haven't found almost any in this series to really give them an advantage, and I think they really need to play into that. They've been so good all day with their aggressive play on offense. See if they can do it here.
I think another weakness of AHA so far has been their just unwillingness to, take a 1-goal lead, frankly. I mean, we saw that just today, when it was 2-1 up. But unfortunately, that double commit spelled doom for the side of AHA. Had they not done that, perhaps somebody could have rotated back in time. Another early goal! Am I watching the same game? Is this what's happening? Is it just another early goal from the side of AHA? Are they going to get 2 more? And then Gaming Gladiators going to, for some reason, find 3? I don't
know. I hope not. I hope not. I really hope not. that would mean that we would lose, and that would not be good. But
unbiased casters.
Oh, totally. It's not like it's
Zero
not like we're
bias
here.
here.
No. That's okay. A clear out here. Bunny Dummy gonna chase this one down into the corner. The early lead is good. Still no team in this series, fun fact, is a 2-goal lead, and I don't believe. Bunny Dummy looking for the double. Isn't going to get it. Hirio with an opportunity. That 2-goal lead there.
Oh,
Gotten off the roof of the
here
car.
it comes.
He's going to go wide. Max U on this one. Musty flick over one. It's going to be able to keep control of it here, too. Get some pressure into this orange half. Not something that we've seen a whole lot of in this game. We'll see if this gaming side can make most of it. Oh, that pass from OSM could have been bad.
Could have the potential to do just that, Max U. Keeping it in the half of AHA. We've seen this story before. If AHA can just be content with this 1-goal lead and are able to play the sort of offensive defense that they've become known for, in that if it stays in their half, then they can't score. Yep, that's perfectly sound logic, but Squiggly has to be there in order for OSM to not quite get that goal. Another demo, though, coming out onto OSM. We'll see if they can get the advantage off of that. LCT going for a cheeky little aerial play. A little bit of bump action from Bunny Dummy onto the unfortunate teammate. LCT taking it up in the air, making sure that AHA can't get another goal that they've just so desperately been wanting for this entire game. LCT, it's just been there, really marking the air.
Has been very good at playing in the sky as Maxu finds a defensive mistake and capitalizes immediately. A good pass center, and Hirio can't get a good touch there. Even possibly helping that play as well, making it a little bit more unpredictable for Bunny Dummy in net, and it finds its way through. That a great counter kickoff, though. Hirio gonna get that boost as well. Maybe the opportunity to starve this team right off the kickoff could be very good for them, but the positioning, LCT just already there. Very good counterplay, very good teamwork from this team to just kind of know where everybody's playing. Hirio getting a demo, and he gets demoed for it. But the demo's coming in here. Could be something that we see more of in this series. Absolutely like to see more of it as well. A good save. Last one to beat is OSM, but he beats every himself and takes the lead for Gaiman.
Yeah, Hirio just didn't have the boost to save that follow-up, unfortunately. You're seeing there just watching that whiz by his windshield, unable to do anything about it. 2-1 now for Gaiman Gladiators. Same goal deficits, but slightly less goals in terms of the overall series.
We'll see if they've got anything left in the tank here. We've seen them in this position before in this series. Haven't been able to come back when there's been under a minute on the clock, but now they have nearly 2. We'll see if they can get the momentum that they need. Hirio bumped just a little bit, loses all his momentum because of it, though. Not able to keep his speed in that instance. The shot coming out from LCT, a good save by Squiggly. Pass across from Bunny, but it's not going to be enough. Cleared away, Squiggly. It's got to be there to turn it into the corner. LCT looking for the center off the backboard, double tap across the face of the net. Hirio going to chase this one down. Step over, he's got possession. Center ball is got no teammates there. Bunny Dummy with full boost also demoed. Unfortunate for him. He's not able to keep that in the tank. Squiggly cleared away. The 50, this dangerous, off the backboard, cleared away by Hirio. Squiggly going to be there. Powered up. That left side of the field, OSM on the ball. 50, Hirio still can't find a way through. That shot on turned away easily, though. Bunny Dummy looking for the back pass, intercepted by OSM, and they're out once again. That was a very good series of opportunities, though.
Yeah, a little under 20 seconds remaining for AHA to find an opportunity Squiggly keeps it out of the danger area. Bunny Dummy looking for something. Finds a touch onto Squiggly. Bunny Dummy going for another one. Goes on to Hickey. Can't remember the name. Hirio. 0-second goal. Could happen for them. Bunny Dummy keeps it in the air. Hirio now tries to get the touch, but it is in the AHA half. They're trying to keep it in the air for as long as possible in order to eke out just another goal. LCT is there. The ball just in the corner of AHA, and it just about drops down, and Gladiators take the series 3-0. Not for lack of AHA's trying, though.
A 1-goal game in every instance of this series. AHA really proving that they have what it takes to go up against some of these best teams. But unfortunately, with that loss, they are not secured into the top 8 just yet. Because we got one more match to go today up against the 3rd seed from, I believe, Group A, which, if we take a look at the standings, is going to be Rezi's Minions taking down Eluva 3-0 in their last series. So we will have that game when we come back from a short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to the Winter Open for the RLCS APAC region. We've got the first game of the playoff run to close out the day here. Our boys on AHA are going to be up against Rezi's Minions on a quest for a top 8 finish here. This should be a pretty good game, all things considered. A very new squad on the other side of the Rezi's Minions here.
Yeah, I reckon of all the teams to draw, Rezi's Minions is probably the luckiest for AHA, perhaps. Rezi's Minions were formed a couple weeks ago, like on the 12th, which I believe is 16 days ago. So a little over 2 weeks ago, Rezi's Minions were formed. They're currently 4-2 overall, so they have a decently high win rate for a team that hasn't been around for very long. But AHA, like I've said, it's just been established in the scene longer, and I reckon AHA are going to be the ones to take this home in this series.
It should be a good series as kickoff has started here. That play.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Those words were tasty, weren't they?
Bunny, if you're gonna pass, maybe I know you guys are in the orange, but you're not in this one. He's been great with the passing all day. Just we can let him slip up once in this in this series.
Yeah.
It's okay. I trust he'll get it back. He's got possession of it now. We'll see what he can do. That's actually a very good 50 up into the midfield. Hero with a great read, though. That shot going to be off the post and going to bounce off both before going out of the net. Hero on the ball now. Takes it over into the corner. Cleared away by Hero. That's going to get annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Up into the corner. Squiggly still on that ball, looking for the center pass to Bunny. Pops it up. Going to chase this one down. It's going to be there. Gets a nice 50, actually. That one's center. Rezi, the man himself, is going to be able to clear this one back into the blue half as they start their offense.
Yeah, Hero just able to touch that one away, but it's Nick again, touching it in. Hero there with the assist. 2-0 up for the side of Rezi's Minions. They've just had such shocking impetus here so far in this series.
Been nice and aggressive to start things off. Bit of a delay on that kickoff. Not quite sure what happened there for the side of Rezi's Minions. Rio gets a block, keeps it in the corner. Squiggly going to be next up. Pop up, good clear out by Bunny Dummy, but they're not playing that close game that we've seen them be so good at. Getting caught in a little bit of boomer ball to start things off here. They should be able to slow this down over time. Tyrio clears that one back into the orange half. Bunny Dummy. It's going to be able to put it deep into the orange end here. Keep it close. Tyrio with beautiful pass from Bunny Dummy. And this time it's to one of his teammates.
Yep, there goes my Hero, putting one in the back of the net. Getting a little bit of goals back. Trying to claw this from the grasp of Rezi's Minions. Who thus far up 2-1 with a little over 3 minutes to go. Now Bunny Dummy we see going for the aerial here. Doesn't quite find another teammate to go off of. Hero, though, is there for the backwards rotation. Knocks it forwards. Hero's there. Squiggly with the save. Very nice there from the side of AHA. Able to keep it out of the net for now. Bunny Dummy continuing to knock it away. But Rezi's Minions have just been so aggressive today. And it'll be Bunny Dummy taking it into their half. But Rezi already there. The save from Hero just in time before Rezi's Minions can score a third, but it's a very strong showing from the Japanese side.
It is so far. Good clear out here. Bunny Dummy with the catch. Great control. He's going to find Squiggly on the wall, but Bunny Dummy is going to take it himself. Pushes it into the corner now. Hero on this one. Squiggly looking for the center. Actually gets a very nice pass, but with Hero in the net. A smart decision made by Bunny to not commit on that. Stay back at midfield, play the defensive angle on that ball. Hero with the back pass finds Bunny Dummy, who finds the perfect shot in the top corner to tie it up.
Look at this. Goes past 1, I believe. Goes past 2. And I mean, I don't think Nick could do anything about that. It's just on the ground the whole time. I don't know if he even had boost. Series is tied up at the moment. Demo goes out onto Hero, but they'll respawn very close to the ball. Have been playing fantastically thus far in order to equalize the series. Now Rezi's minions looking for the advantage goal themselves. Quickly is there in the net, able to save it out. Bunny Dummy going up with the dribble. With the dribble, sorry. Dribble is what I'm doing. Unfortunately, Rezi, though, going for it. Squiggly there, knocks it away. Bunny Dummy takes it up the side for Hero to find. Now, Hero looking for the pass off of the ceiling. Goes for a cheeky little double touch. Not able to do so, but the demo does come out onto Rezi. Will this result in something? Unfortunately not, as Squiggly gets denied by that 50-50. Now Hero is the one to defend, able to knock it away. Squiggly, lovely little back pass, didn't knock it into the net. That's just what you want to see. The ball goes across the net, nobody on the end of it. Unfortunately, Bunny Dummy just not quite there. Nick brings it down. Squiggly brings it back up again onto the wall. Squiggly going for a cheeky little aerial thing off the back wall. Will it find anything? It will find Nick, who takes it up into the half of Rezi's minions. This is looking very good from Rezi's minions. They're getting a lot of impetus going here, and they're defending so well against the relentless aggression from AHA.
They have been very well. They haven't been able to consistently get offensive pressure, though, so ever since those first couple of goals went in that first minute and a half, they haven't had a lot of offense since then, which I think is very encouraging for AHA. This shot, though, going to go just barely wide. That could have been a lot worse. Hero going to chase this one down in the midfield. Still tied, 15 seconds on the clock. Squiggly clearing it out, getting under it. 50-50 up in the air. Sent away. Squiggly. Oh, that shot. It's on target.
Oh, it's off
no,
the post,
not.
and the follow-up isn't there.
Oh,
the follow-up
my.
isn't there. It's overtime. 2-2, tied up in the series. Gonna be looking for another goal, but it is gonna be Rezi's minions with the impetus in this half. Nick goes for the shot, but it's tipped away by Hero, and Squiggly finds the demo onto Hero to make sure that the follow-up can't come from the man in the watermelon car.
He'll take one now. Shot on by Squiggly. And he finds an opening on the back post to slot this ball in, and Rezi's minions take game number 1, 19 seconds into this overtime.
Yeah, good showing from Rezi's minions. Good showing from both sides, really. I think that, you know, it's just really at the start where AHA weren't quite as defensively solid. They got scored on quite easily by Nick off of that kickoff, and really just got taken by surprise, I think, by Rezi's minions. But it is, you know, a series. It's best of 5. AHA have come back from basically the same deficit against a different Japanese team. That being, I'm going to remember the name. Gander. That being Gander. I didn't check. That time, you saw, I didn't check. Against Gander, exact same scoreline, 3-2. It was just, I think, in the overtime as well, where Gander were able to get that last goal. So, really, I think it's all to play for AHA.
Yeah, I think that there are some obvious steps up that they can take here. The shots in this game heavily to the minion side of things. 13-3. But that said, they were making a lot out of the chances that they got. Only 3 shots, 2 goals off of those. Transition plays were working really well for them. So I think going into this next game, I think there's a good chance that we see a bit of a comeback, a bit more fight in them this time.
Oh no!
My.
Oh, you can't.
No.
You can't be conceding that. What happened there? Oh, Hero. angled the car so unfortunately.
Oh, it hit the crossbar and Squiggly own gold.
No.
The angles were
what
not
you
in
wanna
their favor on that.
see. I believe my co-caster is cut out. Oh, no, you're fine. Okay. That's good.
I'm just in disbelief. I just have no words. It's not as the worst possible way you could start this game. An own goal and not good stuff. Not good stuff. But it's not good because they made mistakes. It's not good just because it was bad luck. That's the only good news to take out of that. Is that there
wasn't
are
bad luck.
things that they can do to change their luck. That is not one of them. This is just a very nice pass from Hero. Center Nick on that one so quickly. A very dangerous shooter here, and down 2-0 in 39 seconds after losing game one the way they did. Not a particularly good look so far for this AHA team.
On the upside, though, for them, there is still all to play for in this game. I mean, like you said, it is only 39 seconds down, but that's, you know, another 4 minutes for them to score 3 and potentially more if they're so inclined, and they might just be able to do that. But Squiggly, unable to take it down as, you know, other members of the side of Resi's minions have different ideas. Nick tries to knock it away. Bunny Dummy, though, finds the demo onto Resi. Hero able to take it across the net relatively safely. But now Bunny Dummy tries to set something up. The clearance comes out. Hero, though, goes for the ball on off the wall. Squiggly! Unfortunately, not quite able to get there.
That's so close. Nick's going to be on that ball. That a dangerous person to have hunting you down from the offensive side. Well, Squiggly's going to try and get a center ball here. Isn't going to pinch Hero. Turns around, able to get a touch on it. Bunny Dummy with a nice touch off the back wall. Springs it ahead for Hero. Leaving it behind, though. Squiggly clears it into the corner. A demo of AHA's own now to open up a little bit of space. In net, the smoke screen is there. Hero over the net. Oh, that a beautiful shot
over the net.
Opportunity. But he can't find the target through the smoke screen too. The defender was left helpless. It's not enough.
It's very unfortunate for the side of AHA, but Hero is not deterred, tries to take it up the side, but again, Resi is there to keep it in the half of AHA. Squiggly tries to go for it. Fortunately, not quite there, though. Bunny Dummy is there for the defense, tries to make a clearance, is able to fake Resi out quite nicely, but it's Nick with the bottom right corner shot. Nick has just been deadly so far today as Resi's minions go 3-0 up.
A great play from Nick. Good recognition with the carry from Bunny out of the corner that he could get that 50 and win it cleanly. Get that ball on target with it as well. 3-0 lead. Resi's minions having a great showing in this game, unfortunately for AHA, but they've got to find something on offense. They've been shut down this whole time. I think losing to the Gladiators took a little bit of pep out of their step after starting off so well. Losing the first game, winning 6 in a row. If they end up losing this one and the next one, they will have lost. We'll look to avoid that here. 1:40 still on the clock. A lot of time here, Funky, for these guys to get back in.
Yeah, but will they be able to score 4 goals in that time period is the question. Granted, they only really need to score 3 and take it down into overtime for a potential goal, but even then, it's not quite as safe as we saw last game when it went into overtime. And, they were able to find 2. The goal, not quite there again. They're just not finding the right angles in order to score those goals, and Nick with the demo onto Squiggly will secure this counter offense. Perhaps they're just not getting there in time. It's painful to watch, but Resi's minions have just been so defensively solid today.
Bunny trying to do it himself on occasion, just can't get the final touch he needed. But as you mentioned, the defense just so solid as this series so far, and their offense firing as high scale as it has been is proved to be detrimental here. As they just cannot find answers to this team. Bunny with an opportunity now to try and make something happen. It's going to be slow to that ball. Hirio, the 50, and bump on Nick, going to make it awkward, but Rezi reads that one. Somehow a midair comes out. Squiggly up, tips it into the corner, looks for a double. He gets it, but it's not on target. Nick clear this one out, and with 5 seconds on the clock, game 2 going to easily go the way of Rezi's minions. Now they're put in a reverse sweep situation. Gotta win 3 in a row in order for them to make it to top 8. Not where you'd want to be.
Yeah, it's not looking good for AHA. I think Nick has just been really consistent in catching AHA off guard with the goals that they've been managing to score in the net. They've just been taking advantage of perhaps gaps in AHA's play, which will have to be addressed in coaching, perhaps. It's not looking good for them, but, you know, still 3 games left in the series, and it is a best of 3. Best of 5, sorry. It's first to 3. But, of course, you know, still, it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but at the same time, it's also not over yet. They were only outshot in that game 6-4, bringing it back a little bit, but also at the same time allowing shots on, or more goals per shot on, which is not particularly good. The 50% goal rate on shots, not really up to par with what we've seen their defense be all series, and then also getting shut out on the other end. Not looking good. They've only created 7 shots all series long. They really got to get that number up here.
Yeah, that's not a good look there from AHA team that's been so good with these sort of aggressive plays. But as we've seen, you know, it's like I talked about earlier, it's all about the defense. When everybody in the region plays offense, you've really got to shore up those defensive holes, and it's those holes that Nick has been able to open and exploit, frankly.
Bunny Dummy going for the bump on net and get it, but the one on the ball getting the slightest of touches gets it off the car. The attacking player, Squiggly, tried to clear it out. Hirio with an opportunity to clear it as well. Boomer ball up onto the backboard, cleared away by Bunny. He's got a touch, popped up. First to it, gonna be Rezi. Off the backboard, reads it nicely. Nobody there, and he's front post. And that is going to be the 4th goal in a row here over the last 6 minutes of gameplay for Rezi's minions. Gotta have some fight in them if they're going to come back in the series.
Yeah, but it's like I've been saying, you know, I mean, AHA just aren't quite as defensively solid as Rezi's minions, and Rezi's minions are able to use that to their advantage. Sometimes there are just places where the ball is and a player isn't, and that's what Rezi's minions have been able to find with the past 4 goals.
Bunny Dummy with the pinch off the post.
And this sort of stuff happens, right? Even when, you know, AHA have some kind of advantage and some kind of open net, they just can't quite find the angle. It's just been incredibly unfortunate because their shooting game perhaps just hasn't been as up to par as it has been throughout the rest of this, frankly, tournament.
Yeah, they've been good at shooting this whole time. They just haven't found the accuracy in the series. They've had a couple of good chances over the last 2 games, but just haven't been able to put them in the net. And it's been individual plays that have really gotten them there, whether it's the play is mostly, I think, by Dummy Bunny. Oh, that's a great shot, great pass, good vision. Hirio just can't get it by the defender as this one's cleared out. Still dangerous, though, sitting in the middle as Hirio clears this. Bunny Dummy with the shot. If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be him. He's had all great chances, the solo plays, but it's always been one thing, the defender getting a slight touch, the post getting in his way, or another slight inaccuracy that's just not seeing the ball into the back of the net. An opportunity
chance,
here off
though.
the post. Bunny Dummy going for the bump, but just barely misses too. Another close opportunity to the wayside.
Very unfortunate. The ball now back in AHA's half, which is sort of the danger zone for this series. Just trying to get it out of there as soon as possible. Bunny Dummy, though, tries to aerial it over, but doesn't have the boost for it, unfortunately. And now we see Hirio tries to take it up the side. Manages to get past Rezi, but Nick is there with the 50-50. Bunny Dummy not quite helping there by knocking Hirio away. Tries to get the ball, but hits the teammate instead, but still tries to take it up the same wing. And unfortunately, the read was there from Hero. Knock that ball back. But AHA are playing so scrappy and so desperate. They're just desperately trying to find anything to try and get an equalizer with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in this game. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do so.
There you go with the 50. It is only 1 goal. This is the smallest deficit they've had to come back from all series long. Do they have the offense to do it? A great save by Hirio. Now is a chance to get something going on the counter here. Bunny with the carry. Hirio gets a slight touch up in the air. Squiggly's not going to be able to get there. That's unfortunate. In the counter now coming back the other way. Not what you want to see. Bunny Dummy tries to get that clear. Nobody in net.
Oh, it's
Hirio
open!
rotated
It's
out.
open! I mean, what else can you say, really?
Hirio got bumped.
Yeah. That's just unfortunate, honestly. I don't know what else to say. That's just really, really unfortunate. The ball almost soaring into the net, but again, such defensive solidity from Rezi's minions that just hasn't been there for the side of AHA. Perhaps it's tilt, perhaps it's something else, perhaps it's match fatigue, honestly. I know I'm pretty tired after having casted this whole series, but with 20 seconds to go and 2-0 up, it'll take an absolute miracle for AHA to bring this back.
Oh.
And it's another open goal for Rezi!
Honestly, if you're going to allow a goal, this might be a very nice way to do so. A great double tap, a beautiful read. Only problem is that Hirio was the one set it up. The touch, an errant one that goes directly off the ceiling and straight down. Not what you want to see, but that should be the nail in the coffin of this series.
Yeah, AHA, they're tired, they're playing sloppy, they're not having fun. They won't even let them get a consolation prize. Oh my word, Rezi's minions. 7 goals in a row, securing them a position in the round of 12. Frankly, an upset, I would say, and adding to their what seems to be a very impressive win rate now.
Yeah, Rezi's minions coming out and taking down AHA, who coming into this I think were a expected kind of top 6 contender, and I mean a great showing to make the top 8 of the bracket here for Rezi's minions. But unfortunately, this is where AHA's journey ends for the weekend, going out top 12 in the bracket. So that is going to end their run at the Winter Open. But the good news for AHA is that there are still 2 more events, the Invitational and the Cup, coming up in the next 2 weeks. So we'll see you back there for that. But before we head off, do you have any final words, Funky?
Thanks for watching, frankly. And, you know, thanks to the broadcaster, which I think would be Rohan of Gondor in the production box, and Tantrik Esports for hosting this. Thank you to my co-caster, Cubix. Would you like to plug your socials?
Yeah, Cubix_75 on Twitter and Instagram.
Yes, and I'm at the funkiest monk on Twitter. If you want to give me a follow, I'd greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that will be it for us today. Commiserations to AHA. They fought valiantly throughout the entire series, but I think in the end it was just sort of the fatigue that got them. And it's the fatigue that's getting me. So on that note, we will have to end. I hope you've all had an absolutely lovely evening, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.